2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Round 2 of this tournament is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside my mate Rich Beam in the booth. It's always delightful to have you with us. Our leader sits at 7 under. Let's see what goes down today here on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway, and that's going to set the tone for the day. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, this one, it's long range, 235 yards to go. He is taking this on.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt, it's 41 feet out.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is for birdie.
Currently at 4 over for the tournament. Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
The lines aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
I tell you what, from the rough. Nice.
This looks very handy. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. Lining this one out from a fair ways. Oh, he's got to like the look of this.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
4 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Time for the second shot into the third. And he's hit that inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It looks like this one's moving to the left, I would say.
That was well holed, and for birdie. Sitting at 2 over for the event. Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Opting for the 6 iron. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
A bit too much club there.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Starting this one way out to the left.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. John, what's the line on this putt?
Starts out straight enough, this putt, and it should take a little break to the left as it nears the hole.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. We've arrived now at the par 5 5th hole. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Standing over his second shot. Sitting at 2 over. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. It's on a good line. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And now this is what can happen when you start up a rivalry with a player of this caliber, now pulling further ahead of his playing partner. What a shot to make.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
This is the major champion, Matt Fitzpatrick now. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That is a goal shot in line with the hole. And back to the play, shall we? And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
And this now to move inside the top 20.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, that would have been nice to make.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard.
Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole. His second shot here.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for bogey.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
It's got a chance. And thankfully that one drops for a bogey. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. The 8th hole is a par 3. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it. This is tracking. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. He has this putt to save his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
That's disappointing.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Let's keep those doubles off the card.
And after that, he'll drop to 4 over par for the event. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Second shot here on the 9th hole. That was a bit of a miscue.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Putting for a par here.
And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player is behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Oh, that was mashed. This is his second shot.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance.
This one starting out way out to the right.
No harm done. Nestled it up close.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big putt for par coming up. Sitting at 4 over for the event. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5. John, you got a better view than we do. What's his lie like?
Well, heads up here, guys. I don't know which way this one's going to come out of this stuff. Very, very deep down in here. I'm not sure he got enough out of the rough on that one.
Ooh, right by the hole. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Wonderfully played. Second shot here on the 12th. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. A few shots under par at the moment. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it? This would be a great up and down. Has he holed it? Well, that'll play. That'll help make a big move. Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Currently at +3 for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Opting for the 5-iron. Wow, what happened there?
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
This is his second shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. How close was that to going down? 7 feet to the cup. Sitting at 5 over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
This hole is a par 5.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Opting for the 5-wood. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This would be a great up and down. Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And let's have another look at that one.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
And now at +4 for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Hole number 15 is a par 3. Going with the hybrid. Nicely done. This putt coming up is for birdie. Ooh.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
time for the second shot at the 16th.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Yeah, well played. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that'll see him move up the leaderboard after that effort. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Going with the 5-wood. That got a little out of control, I think.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. This one might need to curl a long way back from the left. So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Standing over his second shot. Wow. Take that. That's quality. Very crafty, that shot. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
This may be a little tiddler, but it's moving right.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Well, this should find the short grass. Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? taking this approach on from the same spot.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
7 feet to the cup. And the putt drops for birdie. So that wasn't a bad round of golf there, Rich, but hopefully our player can find a spark tomorrow and move up that leaderboard.
Once again, they had a better round today, but unfortunately, everybody ahead of them played even better. So they're going to have to find something in their game in order to move up that leaderboard.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.